Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching this out there on the World Wide Web. This is Jeremy Geelan for SYS-CON TV. We're here at 10th Cloud Expo, New York. Delighted to have Michael Crandell with us, CEO of RightScale. Always an honor, Michael.
Thanks so much. Great to be here, Jeremy.
As ever, RightScale with its own RightScale user conference coming up. Lots of buzz around that. But what about the company itself? What's the newest thing happening this week at Cloud Expo for RightScale?
So, we see three big trends happening in the cloud landscape right now. The first one is that cloud infrastructure as a service, seems to be really winning the battle for new types of IT projects. We think a majority of IT projects are being built around infrastructure as a service. That's the first point. The second point that we're seeing in the landscape is more and more choices of who companies can partner with to do that.
Amen to that.
Yeah, so we just saw Microsoft enter that world last week with their announcement of a technology preview. That's exciting news. And the number of choices are now both very exciting for customers and very daunting. The final trend that we're seeing as we enter into this joint conference today in June 2012 is that infrastructure as a service and cloud technology in general is becoming a strategic priority for IT departments, not just a tactical solution that we see bottoms-up adoption for. So we really see it's risen up among IT professionals to become a strategic priority, and they're having to look at the whole spectrum of things from management, accounting, governance, control, all the great things that IT normally does, Jeremy.
Now that's quite the triple whammy, Michael, so I'm not going to put words in your mouth, but that seems to me to be like possibly a major inflection point here in June 2012.
Yes, it's a big inflection point. It's a change for all of us who are in this space, both customers, partners, vendors, etc. We're having to adapt to multiple different choices at a strategic level. On a technology movement that's spread everywhere. That's really the position today. Of course, RightScale plays its part there in trying to help companies govern and manage all of this. But it's really an exciting time, more exciting than ever, I think, for if you're a customer trying to get on this bandwagon of the new IT.
And let's be clear, the new IT is premised on openness to make all that possible.
It's very much premised on openness. There are multiple choices here. It's even, one of the leading indicators was the fact that Microsoft Azure is incorporating Linux as well as Windows. So we see that as a commitment from them, but it's really spread throughout the entire industry.
What should people be looking for if they're here at Cloud Expo and not just wearing a RightScale cap? What do you think they might be careful not to miss? Something new, something hot?
So I think one of the keys is to look at not just how you can begin to consume with pilot projects, that's been true forever, but how do you begin to get some visibility in your organization across all the consumption that's already happening in cloud? How can you get visibility into that? How can you get some governance and tracking on top of that? And how can you encourage it, enable it, and not squash it, but still provide all of the kinds of controls and adult supervision that you would expect an IT department to provide in a large company.
So you're still experiencing quite a large element of stealth IT. It's happening, people are maybe billing it, not necessarily seeing it as IT consumption?
Absolutely. One of my good friends, James Staten from Forrester, says for every project you know about that's using cloud, there are probably 3 to 5 that you don't. That number may be higher.
Yeah, James is being, even then, conservative. Let's look forward 5 years, Michael. Who else can do it except you? 5 years from now.
Provides many benefits. I think the key question as we move into this new world is, what are you going to do yourself and what are you going to partner or depend on others to do? In other words, ask yourself, what's your core competency, your differentiator as a company?
If you need help making that decision and you want more of the perspectives of Michael Crandell, CEO of RightScale, go to rightscale.com and follow these guys. This is one heck of a company. See, I even toned that down. Yeah. Michael, thank you so much for talking with us here at 10th Cloud Expo, and thank you for following along out there on the World Wide Web.